And we're back. So, where was I at? Oh yeah, talking about how I equated and alright. But yeah, so I've always, since I'm gonna say 2002, 2003. I've always equated myself as an independent contractor. Therefore, taking the responsibility or putting the responsibility on myself to make the money that I want to make. The thing that gets frustrating about it is the fact that you keep running into the handout. People that are in positions to cut off or, give you what they feel like what they want you to have. And me personally, I can't do it no more. I mean, like, I'm really trying to escape that aspect of gainful employment, or to take the limit off of, to take the cap off of my, the ceiling of my income. But in order to get there, you gotta make some concessions along the way to get to where you're trying to get to. In certain respects. Things I will not compromise are my ethics, my work ethic, my moral ethics. I do what I do. I work as hard as I work, regardless. It's just the fact that employment with or partnership with certain companies are determined by their ethics and the way that they conduct business. I know that I'm a blessing, and I will not continue to be a blessing to a corrupt situation. Now moving on. Oh man, I'm a little. What are we doing? We just cruising through. I still got 3.5 hours of drive time. I'm only trying to go another 100 miles. So my speed is fluctuating. Like the speed limit right now is 65. I'm doing 61, chilling. Sunday morning, Arizona. No biggie. I will say I am quite perturbed at I-10 right now. The fact that they had the highway shut down in El Paso and again in Phoenix. Gets on your nerves a little bit. But hey, as long as they're making the situation better, I'm not mad at it. Just don't make it a more jacked up situation than what it is. That's all I ask. get into the religious aspects of society, but not today. We'll say that for another day. As well as political commentary and things of that nature. Some more stuff that I would touch on, but right now is not the right time, so we're gonna cut it short for right now. I'm trying to get my editing skills up. I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together, but like I've done a lot. You know, I did a lot of the YouTube posting underneath another account back when it first popped off. You know, well, not first popped off, but you know, back in 2008, 2009, 2010, you know, we did put some videos out there, religious content in nature, about actual teaching that I was receiving. You know, it was, you know, certain things need to be made available for all. A lot of things have been misunderstood and misrepresented throughout the centuries. And to deprive yourself of that actual knowledge is an injustice to you. You know, well, I guess we are going to get into it. Just a tad bit, You know, a lot of people want to take their religious views and apply the racial nature of it to it, but fail to understand some things. And it actually, we're gonna go into, you know, here's historical, you know, history in general, as a point of reference. You know, when most people think about the Bible, you know, they want to attach it to, they look at it from a view of Roman Catholicism, because, you know, in order to exert control over its people, name escapes me right this minute, but you can look it up. Roman Emperor, you know, converted Rome into a Christian state, quote unquote, in name. I say in name because in lots of ways they do not follow Christ's teachings. They actually found a slick way to still exert their will and influence on countries long after their military power had subsided. I mean, look at it today. They still throwing parade, you know what I'm saying? You still got the Pope, you know what I'm saying, travels through cities and everything else. And he's received like he's the head of state. But I'm not going too far down that line. What I'm getting to is the fact that while I decry, deplore, find all measures and means taken over the centuries, especially when dealing with my people, I find it reprehensible. But there was a lot of ignorance in them, and still is a lot of ignorance in them. Even when you know, you twist and look at certain measures of the evangelical Christian right wing, not calling out names, but you know, I don't consider a lot of them even Christian. You know, just because you call yourself a Christian doesn't make you a Christian. In the same light, I don't have any ill will towards Muslims or Buddhists and everything about that. You know, everybody's in the Bible, you know, in certain respects. It's just, you know, certain facts or certain things that we choose to believe that differentiate one from another. But back to the history lesson. So the Anglo-Saxons came about through the brutal and barbarism of, you know what I'm saying, the Roman Empire / Vikings. Converted to Christianity through the Roman Catholic Church. Therefore, their understanding came from a Roman Catholic ideology.
In 3/4 of a mile, keep right.
And understanding that can help you understand a lot of their misconceptions and views on, or repeating things that were done to them. You can trace back, I mean, you know, Rome understood or came about their understanding through the Babylonian Empire, the Greeks, you know, and so on and so forth, back throughout time.
Keep right.
Yep, we're going right up here. Been this way? Can't really remember.
In 1 1/4 miles, enter roundabout.
Oh yeah, we're going. I told you we chilling. So I mean, to have knee-jerk reactions, as I would refer to them, you know, right now we're in the midst of a time of, quote, I want to say enlightenment.
At roundabout, take second exit.
But, you know, you have to temper that with a little bit of common sense to a certain extent. I know everybody want to be woke, but in the process of being awakened, you have to learn where it goes left, and it becomes a little bit too much in the fact of in a sense of
at roundabout,
making you
take
hate
second
your situation.
exit.
Me personally, I cannot stand racist individuals. And if you judge me on any other tangent or any other tangent
in 4 miles,
other than the work I perform,
roundabout.
and you want to try and bring in my ethnic standing into it, you you, sir, are a racist. And that's the way I look at it. And I mean, me personally, I feel like all of them should be, you know what I'm saying, wiped off the face of the earth. That'd be, you know what I'm saying, that'd be our way to get rid of it. But, yeah, crime punishable by death. So all you Klan members out there, yeah, I hope you die. And I hope you die soon. It is what it is. And no, I ain't scared. But, anyway. So, you know, I mean, like, I don't deal with, you know what I'm saying, I don't have hatred for others, even though others have hatred for us. For what reason, I know not, other than the fact that melanin's popping. It's cool to be a melanated individual. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But, you know, I mean, even with the, you know, certain ones that feel like, you know, others threaten their jobs or standing in society or whatnot, that was all you falling for the game. You getting pimped. Because the same ones not wanting to pay me money is the same ones that don't want to pay you money. And it's all the same one. Nah, we're not going to get it. All right, we'll say that for another day. All right, right now, since I'm about to run up and I really need to start looking for a truck stop, it's your boy, the Villain 26, signing out. Yeah, oh, big things popping. All I can say is stay on your grind, people. Get your money up. Stack your guns in ones, as Helter Skelter once said. And we'll get back with you. And